Are you struggling to make your Bootstrap Modal taller on an iPhone 5 or 6? You're not alone. Many developers face this challenge, and today we're going to solve it together. I totally get it. It can be incredibly frustrating when you adjust the height settings and nothing seems to change. You're not the only one who's been there, and it's a common issue among developers. Let's dive into the specific question at hand. One user asked, "How can I increase the height of a Bootstrap modal on an iPhone 5 or 6? They mentioned trying to adjust the height in both the modal content and modal dialog, but nothing worked. Sound familiar? Let's find a solution. So why might this be happening? Bootstrap modals can sometimes be tricky due to their default styling and how they interact with different devices. Understanding the CSS properties at play will help us tackle this issue effectively. And stick around. I have a quick tip at the end that will make your modals look great on any device. To increase the height of a Bootstrap modal, the user should start by modifying the CSS for the modal dialog. This can be done by adding a specific height to the modal dialog class. Next, the user should ensure that the modal content can expand to fill the height of the modal dialog. This can be achieved by setting the height of the modal content as well. Now the user should check the HTML structure of the modal to ensure it is correctly set up. The modal should have a dialog, content, header, and body. Finally, the user should test the modal on an iPhone 5 or 6 to ensure that the height adjustments are effective. They can launch the modal and observe the changes. Fun fact: did you know that the first modal dialogues were created in the early 2000s? They were much simpler and didn't have the responsive features we enjoy today. Now, let's look at the answers provided by other users. An alternative solution from another user suggests adjusting the height of the modal content directly. They recommend setting a specific height in pixels for the modal content class. Now, let's dive into a different answer from another user. An alternative solution from another user suggests adjusting the modal height in Bootstrap 5. They recommend setting the modal dialog height to 90% and the modal content height to 100%. Additionally, they propose setting both the modal dialog and content heights to 70%. For the modal body, they recommend a maximum height of 100% minus 120 pixels, with overflow set to scroll. Here's the quick tip I promised. Always test your modals on multiple devices to ensure they look great everywhere. This simple step can save you a lot of headaches. And there you have it. With these adjustments, your Bootstrap modal should now display beautifully on an iPhone 5 or 6. If you found this video helpful, please subscribe for more tips and tricks.